HLN News and Views.
Welcome back to Prime News on HLN. Want to hear from you on this one. Call in 1-877-TEL-HLN. Here we go. Put on a few extra pounds over the holidays. I think I did. That turkey pot pie was incredible. Anyway, there's a dating website out there that actually kicked out people they're calling festive fatties. Their words, not mine. Here's the website. Beautifulpeople.com booted 5,000 members for gaining too much weight over the holidays. All right, come on. But hey, what do you expect from a website that has a quote saying they have a ban on ugly people? One that says letting fatties roam the site is a direct threat to our business model. Want to hear from you on this one. Phone line's wide open, 1-877-TEL-HLN's the number. Joining us to talk about this, Greg Hodge. She is the website's managing director. Greg, you know what a lot of folks are saying. Come on, you're the post-Christmas Scrooge here. The Grinch. These people, they put on an extra 5 or 10 and you're booting them? What gives?
Well, look, you know, Beautiful People is founded on one very basic principle of human nature, and that is that everyone wants to be with someone they're attracted to, at least initially. So if people are applying to our website, they're being voted on by existing members of the opposite sex based on whether or not those members find them attractive. If you get the majority of positive votes, you're accepted onto the site. But what we can't have is people being voted onto the site with one picture and then going out and meeting our members and our members finding that they're not being represented honestly. I mean, right now, internet dating and networking sites are a minefield of people who don't represent themselves properly.
So how did this go down? You didn't actually do this. These were other members who were offended by these as one quote, festive fatties, huh?
I mean, beauty is subjective. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, I mean, no one person can define beauty. I mean, Beautiful People doesn't aim to define beauty. What it does do is give an accurate representation of what society's ideal of beauty is. So our members would be on the site. They'd be browsing through profiles, and then they'd see that some of these members who had got on had recently uploaded other pictures of themselves in their photo albums where they'd gained a few festive pounds. We had a lot of complaints for the members, and unfortunately, we had to move those members back to rating and have them go through the process again, and the vast majority of them were removed from the site.
Wow.
Which hurts us, because, you know, from a business perspective, it's money down the drain.
Okay. Were you surprised that people were that offended or that, hey, get them off? Were you surprised you got that?
No, I mean, look, if you're a member of a golf club, you know, and you're paying, if you don't pay your $100,000 a year dues, you're going to be kicked off. Yeah. Just because you're accepted to Beautiful People doesn't give you a lifetime membership. You have to maintain the status quo and remain attractive to your members.
Okay, I want to read this. This is from a New York Daily News comment, someone who said they were on the site, gained a few, out. Here's their story. I want to get your take on it. I was one of those who got the boot. I gained 16 pounds over the holidays, mostly because I was involved in a car crash, needed 3 transfusions. They have graciously invited me back after I lose 10 pounds. I told them where to hang it. The wreck woke me up, I think. Beauty is not in the eyes of the web page brokers, but the eyes of your lover. What do you think of that story? Your thoughts on that?
That comment is very new to me. And, of course, if there's extenuating circumstances, we'll review each case, you know, in that situation on a case-by-case basis. But in general, that's not what's happened. You've had people who have got onto the website and then let themselves go over the festive season. You know, granted, it's been a tough year, and people do drink and eat a lot more over the festive season. But we want, our members demand, and we need to provide, you know, a fair site where if they're voted in, if they're representing themselves one way, if they're met out on events or on a date or something, we want them to look as their picture does, or better. So certainly not worse.
So that story, come on, that's a sad story there. They get in a wreck, they're not as mobile and things like that.
That's certainly a tragedy. And if that's the case, obviously we'll deal with those on a case-by-case basis. But that's the exception. That's certainly not the norm.
You're sticking to the rules here that say, hey, if you go on a website, beautifulpeople.com, you know you're being judged. Right?
You are, yeah.
So that's the rules of the game. Let's take a quick break. We'll get some calls when we come back, Greg. The number 1-877-TEL-HLN.
Part of a jungle, really, the website, and they aren't interested in hippos and warthogs. They want the gazelles and the panthers.
Wow, there's a spokesperson for beautifulpeople.com. Folks not interested in, what was that, warthogs and hippos. There's the website there. We're taking your calls, 1-877-TEL-HLN. Let's go to the phones. Larry's with us in South Carolina. Larry, your thoughts on all this?
I think it's a little absurd. I was 160 pounds my entire life, all up until a year ago, and I got put on medication, and I'm putting 70 pounds on. I'm an attractive guy. A lot of people tell you that. I've been with a lot of people.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
all right,
a lot of
all right.
women in my time.
All right, got it.
You know, but
Would you
the
put your
kick
picture
going
on this, Larry?
I'm married now. So
no, you better not. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not go
But
there.
I think it's absurd. You know, I mean, like the guy says, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But also at the same time, if you got one person that doesn't like someone, other people can jump on the bandwagon and get them dismissed just as fast. So, I mean, it's not really fair for other people to rate these people.
Well, but that's the rules of the game, I think, Larry. Thanks again for your openness and not being too open, by the way. Greg Rogers with us again, Managing Director, BeautifulPeople.com. All right, people see this, and they, you know, coming off the holidays, Greg, obviously they're thinking, geez, you know, that your spokesperson using words like hippos and warthogs, it's kind of rough.
Well, look, communities, that's a little bit of sensationalism at the end of the day. But communities need to be exclusive to serve the very purpose of the community. And with Beautiful People, you have to remember it is done in a very fair and democratic way.
Yeah, that's fine.
We obviously know no one person can define beauty. But you're putting up your picture on Beautiful People, you're literally being beholden by thousands of people. And one thing, I mean, exclusion is prevalent all through society.
Okay.
Mensa to college fraternities to the national football team. And you're usually told by one person or a small group
Gotcha.
of people, no, you're not good
Okay,
enough.
let's get Angela Bates is with us. Angela is a member, BeautifulPeople.com. Angela, when you put your picture out there, was your ego ready to take the shot if you were voted down, or what was your mindset going in?
You know, absolutely. I knew exactly what was involved going in. And, you know, had I been voted down, I would have sucked it up and said, okay, this probably just isn't for me.
Do you feel for the people that, you know, they were in, they gained a few, they're out? What do you tell those folks?
You know, they were voted in with a specific appearance. You know, that specific appearance wasn't maintained. So as a paying member of the site, or as many of the paying members, they want to be able to have other beautiful people on the site. That's what they're paying for. So if that person gained a few pounds and other people of the site don't consider them beautiful anymore because of those extra pounds they gained,
That's that.
that's that.
There you go. All right, you guys are sticking to your guns. Angela,
They
Greg.
need to shed those festive pounds and get back to us because we miss them.
Okay, but and let me ask you this real quick, Angela. The clock's ticking on us. Have you looked at some pictures, and there are some people on there that, well, they carry a little more weight and they carry it well and they're okay? I mean, what's beauty, what's not?
You know, not everyone has to be skinny to be beautiful.
Okay. Well, good point.
I absolutely do not agree with that. There's so many beautiful plus-size models out there, and that's not what we're saying.
Okay.
But when you gain a significant amount of weight,
okay.
you know, 15, 20 pounds, it's going to change your features.
And let's leave with that quote. You don't have to be skinny to be beautiful. We can all agree on that. Greg, Angela, we appreciate it. More news coming up. Stay with us.